It's the kitchen of the house I grew up in.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And is anybody there in the kitchen with you?
No, I'm alone.
Mm-hmm. And notice how old you are there. See the number in your mind now.
7.
Mm-hmm. What's happening right now in that kitchen?
I think I just feel alone.
Mm-hmm. You're alone?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What do you feel when you feel alone?
Sad.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Intensify that sadness. Feel that sadness within you. And I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you tell me what's happening to make you so sad. 1. Intensify that feeling of sadness. 2. It's like, what's happening? And 3. You're there now. What's going on? Are you alone?
I'm still alone.
Mm-hmm. What has happened? What has made you feel so sad?
I'm not sure. I feel scared.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes, continue.
Just feel stuck, like I'm not sure
Stuck, very
what
good.
happened.
Mm-hmm. If you knew, even if you think you're making it up, what's happening? Where's your mommy?
Basement's coming to mind.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tell me about that. What's happening in the basement? Yes. Yes, continue.
I guess I'm picturing the storage room in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yes, go ahead.
Maybe she's organizing things.
Mm-hmm. So allow yourself to be there and see what mommy's doing.
Putting something in a box.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And when you're there with your mom, what do you feel?
It's like I'm in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what happens when you're in the way?
I think I'm just not wanted there, so I leave.
Yes. Yes. So what happens when you leave?
Just go into my room and play alone.
Yes. Tell me more.
Just picturing my room. I'm not really experiencing anything but
so
being alone.
being alone, yes. And what does it feel when you feel alone?
Just quiet and calm, and just like I'm used to being alone.
Yes. Yes. So let's close this scene. I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll go to another moment in time in which you felt alone, just like this time. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
I'm thinking trees.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Notice how old you are there.
37's coming to mind.
Yes. And notice if this is the same body that you have now.
No.
No. What do you look like there?
Just wearing like a long dress.
Yes.
Like long hair pulled up into a bun.
What color is his hair?
Like a light brown.
Yes. Look at your arms and your hands. Are you carrying anything or wearing anything?
I think I have a basket.
Yes. Notice your feet. Are you wearing anything on your feet?
They're like pointier shoes. Like a shoe with a little bit of a heel. I'm not sure what time it would be from.
We'll see the number in your mind. What numbers come up? Say them one by one.
1560.
And what part of the world are you in?
England.
Very good. So now that you're in this place with trees, what is it that you're doing there?
Gathering.
Notice what it is that you're gathering in that basket. Look inside the basket.
Like herbs and leaves.
Yes.
Nature things.
And how are you feeling in this place where you gather all of these herbs and leaves?
Get peace.
Yes.
But I'm gathering for some purpose.
Okay. Just keep talking through it. Tell me what you do.
Just like along a path. Gathering.
Yes. And these herbs, do they have a certain smell to them or look?
Just green of different varieties. Just a natural earthy smell.
Yes.
Nothing distinct.
Very good. So let's see where it is that you take all of these herbs. Advance a little bit forward and see where you go.
It's like a little log cabin type house.
Yes. Describe it for me.
Like dark brown horizontal logs with like a white mortar in between.
And outside of this cabin, is there anything there?
It's like a little fence and garden.
What do you grow in this garden?
Vegetables.
Yes, what happens
More
next?
herbs.
And herbs, more herbs there. Go inside the cabin. What's there?
Very rustic.
Yes.
Thought husband.
There's a husband there. Yes, continue.
I can't.
Yes.
I feel like I'm stuck.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yes. What has happened when you came inside the cabin? Was there someone there?
I mean, husband came to my mind.
Yes.
So now I'm just getting angry. Or I'm getting that word in my mind.
Yes. What is that word that's coming to your mind?
The angry.
Yes. Yes. So what
Much.
happens? What happens when your husband...
My chest feels tighter now.
Yes. Yes. What's happening?
Like yelling.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just not sure why.
Mm-hmm. So you'll know the gist of the conversation. You've brought home this basket of herbs.
He doesn't understand why I do that.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and say that again.
He doesn't understand why I do that.
Mm-hmm. So what happens when he doesn't understand?
Just gets angry.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yelling or loud.
Yes. What does he say to you? Even if you think you're making it up, what are the words that come to you?
It's not good.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
My whole chest is tight, like I'm scared.
Yes, yes.
And I just want to be back out alone.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to push through this and tell me what happens next. What happens now that your husband sees that you're home?
I think I get hit.
Yes.
That's all.
Mm-hmm. Where are you hit?
The face.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And up until this moment, what's been the most difficult or traumatic part of all of this?
Just the anger towards me.
Yes. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you will advance forward in that life to the next important moment. In that life, in that cabin with that man. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I'm just at a cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what's happening there?
Just looking at a gravestone.
Mm-hmm. Whose grave is that you're looking at?
I think a child's.
Mm-hmm. Is this your child?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And notice how old this child was when it passed.
11.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happened to your child?
A sickness.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Good.
Some kind of like fever.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yes, go ahead.
I think I tried to help.
You tried to help. And notice how it is that you tried to help your child.
It had something to do with those herbs.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And now that your child is gone, after using these herbs, notice what's happening.
Just feel sad and empty.
Mm-hmm. Yes. All right. We're going to close the scene, and you're going to move to the next important incident in that life. Something that impacts you. 1, 2, and 3. Yes, what's happening?
I seem to be in a town or there's people around.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
I think I've been accused of like witchcraft.
Mm-hmm. So what's happening in that town?
There's a lot of yelling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Where are you?
aimed towards me.
The yelling is aimed towards you? Mm-hmm. And are you in this town of your own free will?
No, it seems to be like a town square.
Yes.
I think I'm like bound there.
Mm-hmm. What's happening?
I feel like I just feel sharpness in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes.
I think they're throwing stones at me.
Yes.
Just kind of shutting down.
Mm-hmm. And up until this moment, what's the most traumatic experience about this?
Just not being understood.
Mm-hmm. Notice how all of this is now affecting you in the life of Stephanie. What does it make you do?
Just beat up myself too much and take what I question my own knowing and look outside for what I'm supposed to believe and do.
Yes. And when you beat yourself up and you question your own knowing, what does that keep you from doing in the life of Stephanie?
Keeps me from being true to myself
Mm-hmm.
and doing what my soul wants me to do.
Yes. Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you will continue to feel those stones hitting you and tell me what happens to your body. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
I go numb.
Mm-hmm. Notice what gets numb first.
My feet.
Mm-hmm. Notice where your feet are.
I feel like I'm standing, but my feet aren't necessarily holding me up.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How are you standing up?
It's like I'm upright, I'm tied
Mm-hmm.
to something.
Yes. What happens next?
I think I just kind of go limp,
Mm-hmm.
unconscious.
Yes. And notice where your soul is when you go limp.
Just kind of away, looking down.
Yes. Very good. So listen carefully. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1. And you're going to go back to where this all began, the origin of where you were accused of what happened. But this time you're going to experience it fully with all the feelings and emotions. Don't leave anything out. 3, 2, and 1. How does this all begin?
I think my husband's angry about the death of the child.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Because I couldn't save him.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes me to the town.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He reports me to some group.
Mm-hmm. What does he say about you?
That I'm doing witchcraft type things.
Yes.
And then I feel betrayed.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
This group kind of takes over.
Yes.
I think I'm in a cell.
Yes. So notice what's happening in the cell.
It's kind of cold and damp and musty smelling.
Yes.
Dark.
Are you by yourself or are there others with you?
I'm sitting in a corner. I think there's 2 others.
Yes. Yes, tell me more.
I'm just kind of slumped over, sad.
Mm-hmm.
I think I know what's going to be happening, so I'm just shutting down.
Yes. Notice what it is that you shut down.
My mind.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happens next? Experience it all fully.
They take me out and up some stairs.
Yes.
It's like I think it's almost like a church.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Take a good look and see what it is.
I mean, I see wooden pews. I thought it was a courtroom, but I feel like it's a church.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And notice how this is making you feel.
They're saying how I'm going against God.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're yelling. But I don't see how I've done anything wrong.
Mm-hmm. What do they say about you?
I'm evil.
Mm-hmm.
And that I couldn't even save my son.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think that's what I'm most sad about.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I don't care anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I just let them. I don't fight them.
Mm-hmm. So what happens?
And they take me to that square where they tie me up.
Yes. What happens now?
Just all those hateful people.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're just doing what everyone else tells them to do.
Mm-hmm. Yes. In a moment, you're going to feel something on your head. What's happening?
They're just throwing the stones.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And as they're throwing the stones, what's the most difficult part of all of this?
Just not being understood, and I'm not in control of everything, so I couldn't help him.
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
I'm not in control of everything, so I couldn't help him.
Yes.
But I still wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yes.
It's almost just being numb to it all.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happens next?
Just feel like it's done. There's peace. I'm looking from above.
So I want you to talk to the crowd now. Allow your soul to tell them exactly how you feel.
Like, you don't know. You don't know what really happened. You're just following someone else and doing what you're told. You're not thinking for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And if you knew me, you knew you would if those who knew me, I guess they didn't really know me.
Mm-hmm. So you could tell them now. You could tell them who you are now.
I just do what's best for other people. I don't do anything to harm anyone.
Mm-hmm. And you could tell them you are divinely guided.
I was divinely guided.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't always mean things will work.
Yes. And you could tell them that because of their cruelty, that they took your power from you.
Because of your cruelty, you took my power from me.
Yeah, tell them everything from your heart. What else do you want to tell them?
You didn't. You let fear guide you instead of listening to your heart.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that they stole your energy. They stole your essence.
You stole my energy. You stole my essence.
Mm-hmm. Give it to me now.
Give it to me now.
Open your arms and receive it. Take back the power. Take back that essence. That's it. Breathe it in. And now that you have that power, I want you to go ahead and use those healing hands and take them up to your head and heal all of those injuries. Remove from your head all of those sharp words, all of those accusations. Pull them out while you heal. Take out everything that doesn't belong to you, all the opinions that are not yours. Pull all of that out. Give it back to all of those hateful people who are so afraid of your power. That's it. Use your healing hands. Mm-hmm. And you could talk to all of those people who threw rocks at you with intention. You could say to them, this doesn't belong to me. Take it back.
This doesn't belong to me. Take it back.
It's not true.
It's not true. It's not my truth.
Mm-hmm. Pull it all out. And tell me when it's completely healed.
Okay.
Very good. And now that your head is repaired, I want you to go ahead and confront your husband and look into his eyes and see if you recognize those eyes. Have you seen those eyes before?
They look different. I don't recognize them.
Mm-hmm. Very good. You could understand what it is that you were meant to learn in that lifetime. What was the purpose and the lesson of that life?
Not everyone's gonna believe in what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't control it all, but
Yes.
not being with someone who's gonna treat me like that.
Very good. All right. So now that you understand that, I want you to take that soul and take her into the light, knowing that with the death of that body, that experience is over. With the end of that experience, it's no longer going to affect any other lifetime that you are living. And you could breathe into that light, allowing that light to fill you with love. Very good. And now I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll go to the next moment in time in which your soul needs to heal. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you? What's happening? Even if you think you're making it up. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
I seem to be on some city block corner.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Are you male or female?
Male?
Mm-hmm. Are you young or old?
27.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What kind of a block corner is this? Is this a city or town?
It's like a town or a smaller, older city, like a
Yes.
different time.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice around you?
Like a black, one of the first cars
Mm-hmm.
from the time where they first came out.
Yes, like a Model T car?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Tell me more.
I seem to be trying to get away from something.
Mm-hmm. So notice how you're feeling. What do you feel when you feel this feeling of trying to get away? It feels like what?
Like, I feel like I've been drinking. Like I should be scared, but I'm not as scared as I should be.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I think I made someone mad.
Yes. Yes, continue.
Like a group of men mad.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I was at a bar.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so what happens next?
I get kicked out and I'm kind of running out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why I got kicked out.
Yes.
I made them mad.
Yes. What happens next? Where do you go?
I think I'm running and I see that car.
Mm-hmm. What do you do when you see that car?
Kind of stuck. It's not mine. I shouldn't get in.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm scared.
Yes. So what do you do?
I I get in and take it.
Mm-hmm. So you've stolen this car?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Where are you taking it to?
It's driving out of town. But then I
Yes.
I get in a crash.
I get in a crash. Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I think I hit a tree.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So where's your soul when all of this is happening?
It's outside the car.
Mm-hmm. So up until this moment, what's been the most difficult part of all of this?
Feeling out of control from the alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So where does your soul go once it leaves the body?
It's just kind of hovering.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happens next?
No, I don't feel like I'm going anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice, is your soul the same one of the one who is experiencing this right now? Is it the same soul?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. So listen carefully. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I get to number 1, you'll be at a point where you understand what's happening, to see what all the fuss is about, where all of this began. But this time you're going to experience all of it. Feel all the feelings. 3, 2, and 1. How does this all begin?
I'm picturing a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's my wife.
Yes.
I think there's a fight and I leave.
Mm-hmm. What happens?
And there's a tightness in my chest again.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's when I go to the bar.
Yes.
I say something that people don't agree with.
Mm-hmm. What happens when you say this?
They get angry.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument
Yes.
gets worse.
Yes. So how many are in the bar with you?
Like 5 to 7.
Yes. Notice what type of fight is this? Is it verbal or is it physical?
It's a lot of shouting. But it's about to get physical. That's when I run.
Yes.
If that's something controversial they don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what.
If you knew, even if you think you're making it up, what is this fight about?
Something. I want to say something about women.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happens next?
Just don't know why they get that worked up over what I believe.
Say that again.
I don't know why they get that worked up over what I believe.
What's the most difficult part about all of that?
Not being heard and just being screamed at.
So think about all of these things and how it is that it's affecting you in the life as Stephanie.
Just makes me shut down around people and not be myself.
Yes.
Try to blend in with how they are.
And when you're trying to blend in, even though you're shutting down, notice what that keeps you from doing, the life as Stephanie.
Not doing what feels true to me. So I'm not starting to lose trust in myself.
Yes. Very good. So I'll count to 3. When I get to number 3, you're going to go ahead and be out of that bar and take your next step. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
Just floating in space.
What's happened with the car?
This is like I'm in outer space.
All right, so I'm going to pull you out from outer space, and I want you to be back in that Model T car, and I want you to feel the impact. 1, 2, and 3. What's happened? What part of your body has been struck?
My head.
What does your head feel when it hits?
Just intense pain.
Yes. What is the last thought that that brain has before you leave that body?
I left without being able to say goodbye to my wife.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I am sorry.
So allow your body to leave. And you could now look at all of those people that have been hurt. You could see your wife. What do you say to your wife now?
I'm sorry I didn't just stay and talk to you. I shouldn't have stormed out.
Can you forgive yourself for having hurt her?
Yes,
Will she forgive you?
she will.
So notice if you made any promise to her soul because you left her in that lifetime.
I won't leave her again.
So allow your soul now to leave that place, knowing with the death of that body that experience is over. Now that experience is over, it no longer affects any other lifetime that you're living. And take that soul into the light, breathing in that light. And as you're in that light, you'll be met by your guide. Allow your guide to manifest himself or herself in any way that they wish. What does your guide tell you about that lifetime?
He knows I feel like it was a dumb way to go by making people mad at the bar.
Yes.
But it was
Yes.
I think I avoided a lesson.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What was that lesson that was avoided?
Just to know when to... I should have stayed and talked to my wife
Mm-hmm.
and not run away to drink.
Yes. And has that lesson been learned in the lifetime of Stephanie?
I think she'll open up and talk to certain people, but not everyone. She still hides.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I want you to notice how the impact of that accident has been affecting her life now.
I think it... Well, she...
Mm-hmm. She's been having headaches a lot throughout her life. What are the headaches trying to tell her? What's the reminder?
Kind of act like a gauge.
Mm-hmm.
She's not being true to herself.
Yes.
And she's not younger anymore where she has to follow rules.
Mm-hmm.
She can be true to herself now.
Yes. So when she does not follow her own inner guidance and she's not true to herself, is that when the headaches flare up?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So we know that she healed some of those pains from the rocks being thrown at her. Notice what happened when she hit her head in that Model T. Is she still holding some of that?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is that a reminder that she leaves without speaking her truth?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and place those healing hands. And now you can make a new decision about how it is that you will handle conflicts in the future and not hit your head, not break your head over it. What would you like to come up with now, a new decision?
I will speak from my truth, my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Not push anything on anyone else or judge them for how they believe, but just be clear that I'm talking about how it applies to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I can be truthful to myself and not make others violent.
So notice the difference when you're true to yourself when speaking with someone else. Notice the energy.
Feels more calm and accepted. But there's very few who, in my life, who listen without judgment.
Let's find out where all that begins, where all of this judgment began in the first place, and why it is that Stephanie needs to keep hearing that, keep learning a lesson with these same players. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and you'll go to the origin of when this all began. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
I want to say a desert.
A desert, yes. Are you male or female?
Female.
Notice what's happening, how you're dressed there.
Just have like a flowy robe.
Yes, continue.
Like a sandal. Dark, long hair.
Yes.
Pulled back and darker skin. Like,
yes.
I don't know where. It's like a more Mediterranean look.
And notice what it is that you're doing in this desert. Are you walking? Are you sitting?
I think I'm walking.
And if you knew, where is it that you're walking to?
I don't know, a town.
So I want you to just feel your feelings. Are you feeling that you're walking to this town with certainty, or is there something going on?
I feel like I'm headed to my destination, like I know I'm going there.
Very good. How do you feel about going there?
A little apprehensive.
Yes.
I don't know, I have a camel.
Okay. Continue. Tell me more.
I'm part of a group.
Tell me about this group.
I feel like we go town to town.
And what is it that you do when you get to the town?
I feel like we share with others, we teach.
Are you a teacher?
I'm learning.
What is it that you're learning with this group? Yes.
I feel like I think we're
Yes.
I think I'm questioning myself.
You're questioning yourself. Very good. So I'm going to count to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll see yourself in that town, in your destination, and you'll be able to experience it with a lot more detail. 1, 2, and 3. You're there.
I'm scared.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What's happened?
I feel like I'm with... I don't want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But it...
Yes. And what is your role in this place?
I'm almost like walking us along, learning.
Yes. So you're like a female disciple, or?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm just feeling scared now.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling scared for yourself or for him?
I think for the group.
Okay. And notice what is happening around you that you feel this feeling of being scared. What's happened?
Not everyone likes that we're there.
Mm-hmm. Do they say something to you?
They don't. They don't believe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They think we're going against what they believe.
Yes.
I have this tightness in my chest.
Mm-hmm. So amplify this tightness in your chest. Make it stronger. Feel that feeling. It's almost as if what was happening. What do you feel when you feel this tightness?
I think just everyone's so angry at this loving group.
Yes. Yes. Yes, continue.
And I think I'm scared for what's about to happen.
Yes. Continue.
But
Mm-hmm.
Jesus and the others aren't scared.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm scared.
Yes. What happens next? Yes.
I just keep...
Yes.
I just see myself. I'm not... not sure what's happening.
Mm-hmm. If you knew, even if you think you're making it up.
I think I'm separated.
Mm-hmm.
I feel lost.
Have you separated yourself, or has someone separated you?
I think I've been separated.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm just questioning myself
Mm-hmm.
and where I belong.
Yes. So up into this moment, what's been the most difficult part of all of this?
Not being understood.
Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you will move forward in time to see what is actually happening, what it is that has happened to your group, to yourself, to Jesus. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you? Yes.
I'm upset.
Yes. What's happening?
They've done something with him,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know where he went.
Yes. Yes, continue.
I still don't feel like I'm with the group.
You feel separated from the group?
I feel separated.
Yes. And when you're separated from the group, are you feeling safer? Or are you feeling more fearful?
A little bit safer.
Yes. So what would be good about separating yourself when you feel scared?
I feel like we all separated, scattered.
Yes. Yes.
Kind of almost like going into hiding.
Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll move forward in that lifetime to the next important incident that affects your life. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
Like I'm an older woman.
Yes.
I'm in some kind of dark house.
Yes. Is
Like
this your house?
Yes. It's almost like a house, but cave-like.
Yes.
Rustic.
Yes. Tell me more.
I'm living alone. I'm
Yes.
still like reading the teachings, or I'm like over a table looking at something,
Yes.
and there's a candle. But
Yes.
I can't tell what it is. Like I'm working.
You're working.
I'm working
yeah.
on something.
Are you writing or are you reading?
I want to say reading.
Yes. Tell me more.
It's like something important.
And why is it that you, as a woman, have this important document to read?
They wouldn't think I have them.
Yes.
To keep it safe.
So are these documents secret?
Yes. They're not meant to be.
Yes. So what do you do with them?
I think I'm getting ready to almost pass them to someone.
Yes. What happens next?
I think someone comes to get them. It's night. I'm very old. I think maybe that's why I'm passing them.
Very good. Have you had these all along?
Yes, for many years.
And this information, was it written by you or someone else?
Someone else.
Someone else. Very good. So move forward. What happens next?
I'm in bed. Think I'm dying.
Yes. Is someone with you?
A friend. A woman friend.
Yes. Look into her eyes. Have you seen her eyes before?
We have an understanding.
Yes. So allow your soul to slip out of that body. And as you slip out of that body, you'll go into the light. And you look back at that body. What was the purpose of having lived that?
I think I had to protect some knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't talk about it.
Very good. So allow your soul to go into that light. And who's there to meet you?
Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Michael.
Mm-hmm. So now you can discuss with them what your role was in that lifetime with him, why you walked with him, and why it was that you guarded this very important information.
He wanted women to be with him. He wasn't. He came to teach us all. It's almost like also the people in that society wouldn't believe that a woman knew that.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of worked together.
Yes.
We learned, but we could protect and keep things hidden.
Yes. So why is it that you needed to keep the information as a woman?
There are people that didn't want it out,
Mm-hmm.
but it had to be kept.
And what was this information about?
What he was here to teach, how to be.
Yes. So you could look at that lifetime, and now as a soul, with Jesus and with Michael, could look at the life that is being lived as Stephanie, in which she is being told that she is going against God, that she is working with the devil. What do you tell Stephanie about that?
She knows she's not. She knows she's with Source.
Mm-hmm.
She's just starting to remember it.
Yes.
It's like a flicker and it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
She knows deep down.
Yes.
What she's doing is what she needs to do.
Mm-hmm. So why at this time has Stephanie started to awaken?
It's just the time when she has to start sharing.
Yes. And what is she meant to do? She just started doing energy work. What do you see her doing in the future?
She's helping in a quiet way, one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The right people come to her and know.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She's helping people transition.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the things that Stephanie has told me is that she's always trying to do the right thing. She's always trying to please people. And this keeps her from being who she truly is. Jesus, what do you say to Stephanie about trying to please everyone? Is that possible?
No, there's some that just aren't ever going to believe her or agree with her, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm. And what about her own family? The ones that do use the Bible against her. What do you say to her about that?
Just keep doing what's true to you, and they'll either come around by not by what you say, but how you live your life.
Mm-hmm. So set an example like you did?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But even when she came with you in a group, she was separated. She was set apart. Is this something that she does herself now? Separates herself so that people won't know what her work truly is?
It was necessary then,
Mm-hmm.
but now she's safe.
Okay. So tell her that. I'd like for you to go ahead and talk to her, because the work she's doing is important. It's going to help people. What advice do you give her?
Don't keep yourself small because you're fearful. Just listen. Listen to that inner guidance. And it will lead you the right way.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
It's just this warm feeling of love and trust, and like I know what I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
Like I get that feeling that they're telling me I know what I need to do.
Yes, and in those times in which she doesn't feel understood, where her old reaction was to hide away, tense up, feel her chest tensing, I want you to go ahead and give her a new way of feeling. What would you like to now tell her to do when she feels someone talking about her, ridiculing her, judging her? What do you say?
They're not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even worry about them, but send them peace and love.
Very good. And with that, I want you to focus on your heart. And notice what that heart looks like. That heart that has been broken, that has been bound, that has been shrunken from hiding. What does that heart look like?
It's like small and bruised and dark.
Yes, yes. So notice what has bruised it, what has made it small.
Absorbing everyone's opinions and sharp words.
Yes.
And it's really their fears they're throwing at me.
Yes. So I want you to talk to your heart and tell it, that's not mine.
That's not mine.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
Make it go away now.
Make it go away now. I don't want it anymore.
That's it. And I want you to go ahead. And I want you to imagine all of those people that have sent you all of those opinions, all of those people who have been critical of you, all of those people who have made judgments against you, all of those people not only in this lifetime but every lifetime. And I want you to imagine those people like little lights like little fairy lights. Some are bigger than others. And I want you to place all of those lights into a blue room. And you can expand this room as big as you want to make this room fit all of those people, all of those judgments, all of those criticism. Tell me, how big is this room?
So very large.
You can make it as big as
room.
Yes, you can make it as big as a coliseum if you wish. And tell me when you finish packing all of those little lights in there. And I want you to feel how that judgment feels on you as all of those little lights are turned towards you. How does that feel on your body?
Takes my breath away.
So now you're going to address them and say, I disconnect my light from you.
I disconnect my light from you.
And notice how that feels.
It's like I can breathe again.
Yes, and now you demand with a very strong authority to tell them, disconnect your light from me now.
Disconnect your light from me now.
And notice what happens to all of the lights.
They're all disappearing.
Very good. And when they have all disappeared, you can go ahead and dissolve that blue room and focus on your heart and tell me, how does your heart look now?
It's healthier.
Good.
Brighter. Softer.
What would make it look and feel even better? What would you like to put into that heart?
My own love I've been keeping from it.
Very good. And how do you envision your own love?
Like all these tiny butterflies.
Beautiful. I'm going to sound the tuning fork, and I want you to go ahead and send all those beautiful butterflies into your heart. Breathe them in. Feel the fluttering now. Allow their wings to expand and fly. No longer trapped. That's it. Expand that heart even more. Shine it. And as you expand that heart, you can begin to send light from that heart. You could send your love, your wisdom, your truth. And you could see before you all of those people who are in your life now, who need that love, who need that truth. Send them that love now. And notice how that feels to send love instead of restrict your heart.
Feels good.
Very good. So with that, go ahead and scan your body and see how your body is feeling now.
Still feeling relaxed.
Very good. Very good. And as your body feels relaxed, is there anything else, or do you feel that we are complete?
I feel like we're complete.
Very good. So I'm going to ask for Jesus to bring forward a group of angels to finish off this session. And I'm going to ask you to pick a color that represents healing for your body, mind, and spirit. What color is that?
Like a golden light.
Beautiful. So when I strike this tuning fork, I'd like for Jesus and the angels to put their hands on you and complete this healing. Feel their touch, their energetic touch. Feel their love. And as you connect your energy with theirs, you will understand that you have come here for a mission that was not completed in the life of Jesus. That you are here to learn from his example and to be the light, to shine the way for others. That he will always be walking with you. And with that, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll be waking up more and more. And when I get to number 5, you'll open your eyes with complete control of your mind and your body. And 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Thank you.
That was nice.
It was. But I heard my mind and I kept not wanting to talk because it sounded like not right, not real.
Of course, that's how it always sounds. I told you that before we started.
Yeah. So I had to really keep
yeah, that's
telling myself.
That's the monkey mind that does it all the time. It was great. Didn't see that coming at the end, did you?
No, and I didn't see. I'm not a very emotional person because I keep everything locked up. So in the beginning, crying like that, because I thought, is this working on me? Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I don't do that.
Well, you do.
But I do. So, well.
And then being stoned to death?
Yeah. That makes headaches make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And wanting to protect myself all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And Jesus?
Yeah, that's wild. It was like I was part of the group but separated, so once you said go to the light, I felt the warmth of him.
Mm-hmm. It's like you've been with me, or I've been with you the whole time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
So you want to keep it private, or you want to share some of it?
I don't know.
I don't think there was anything like personal in there, really.
No, just a couple names.
Just a couple of names.
Yeah. We could share it if you think it'd be good.
It was interesting. It certainly was.
It was.
Good. So I'm just going to turn the camera over to me so people can see me. So this was an interesting session, and if you want a session with me, just go to my website, albaweinman.com. You would sign up for the mailing list, and I put out a monthly newsletter with links to my latest calendar. I only schedule 1 month ahead, and if it's your divine timing, you will get a session with me. I'm in Micanopy, Florida, and I also do sessions over Zoom. So thank you for watching. Until the next time. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.